Hello again and welcome to Module 1. The course introduction module introduced you to your classmates and recapped your capacity building role as a VISTA. Getting an organization's fundraising off the ground takes careful planning, and this involves giving consideration to an organization's fundraising ethics, planning processes, and boilerplate communications. Designing fundraising activities with sound ethics in mind can help your organization in several ways. When you diversify revenue streams, ethical dilemmas can come into play. Early in the planning and decision-making process, it's important to look at what you're doing through the lens of ethics. Since nonprofits don't sell their services, keeping the doors open relies on the generosity of others. If donors or potential donors perceive a lapse of ethics in an organization, they might withdraw their support. To apply ethics to your fundraising, an organization must ground itself in who it is and who it is ultimately accountable to, those who your program serves and benefits. While we will explore the standard code of ethics for nonprofit fundraising, it's just as important that your fundraising activities align with your mission and values. Getting organized, or development planning, is crucial to your organization for a number of reasons. First, development involves not just the staff and volunteers specifically dedicated to fundraising. Board members, communications specialists, volunteer coordinators, and financial administrators are also involved. You can make the case that every stakeholder brings fundraising value to an organization. Add to this many fundraising methods, and you can see how important planning is for keeping all the moving parts working together. Creating communications or messaging about your organization and its clients with logical and emotional appeal can serve multiple fundraising purposes. In particular, we'll look at the Case for Support, a document that your organization can use as a foundation for its fundraising communications. The two main goals of your messaging are to raise awareness and to raise funds. In creating messages that inspire people to act, a nonprofit organization is in direct competition with every other advertising entity that your potential donors encounter. To get your fundraising messaging noticed, it's important to stand out. Learn lessons from the corporate world in terms of messaging and strategies. When it comes to creating an innovative messaging and strategies, the sky's the limit, just as long as you stay true to your organization's core mission and values. Brand building is key. It's important to distinguish yourself from the other organizations doing similar work, while at the same time creating a clear organizational identity. Storytelling is also a powerful tool for creating an emotional connection with people who read or view your messages. You can inspire people through storytelling much more easily than through dry, academic-sounding prose. You have already introduced yourself to the Community Kitchen Board and clarified your VISTA role. Now it's time to get to work on raising $200,000 for Community Kitchen to develop the Summer Community Garden Project. You will be focusing on each of these three topics, ethics, planning, and communications, in your early work at Community Kitchen. The ethics task will test your ability to apply ethical codes and the Community Kitchen mission statement to a number of fundraising scenarios suggested by the Fund Development Committee. During a development planning meeting, you will provide answers based on your reading to questions about the planning process posed by members of the Fund Development Committee. The communications task has you read an article that describes several best practices for writing a case for support. You will then look at a rough draft of the Community Kitchen's case for support and make suggestions on which sections of the draft should be kept and which should be left out. By completing these tasks successfully, you'll be well on your way toward helping Community Kitchen get ready to raise the funding necessary for the Summer Community Garden Project. Along the way this week, please hop into the course-related questions forum to post discussions about your coursework, your own service work, and to share your successes and challenges. Also, please send me a quick mail with any questions or concerns. I'll be sure to post a news item with this week's office hours, and I'll send out assignment details and due date reminders. Have a good week.